Alright, 4th graders, good morning. I hope you guys are having a great day. We are going to go ahead and we are going to get started on this one. So it says we need crayons, but if you don't have crayons, that's okay. I have a whole bunch of them in the back corner by my work to be graded bin that you guys can borrow. You don't need to follow the exact same colors as the assignment says. Let me find, see, I don't either, so I'm going to use pink. Alright, it says shade the number 1 red, but I have a pink, so I'm going to do it pink. Alright, then it says A, circle the first unmarked number. So our first unmarked number would be 2. Circle them. Cross off every multiple of that number except the one you circled. It's already crossed off. Skip it. Alright, so let's do that. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. You guys see the pattern? It's just like yesterday. It's every number in the 2's column, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So we can cross all of those off. Those are all multiples of 2. Alright, finish that up, and then we will keep moving. For C, it says repeat steps A and B until every number is either circled or crossed off. Alright, so let's go back to this. Step A, circle the first unmarked number. So that would be 3. Cross off every multiple of that number except the one you circled. So that would be our skip counting by 3. So 3, 6 is already crossed off, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 57, 60, 63, 66, 69, 72, 75, 78, 81, 84, 87, 90, 93, 96, 99. Oh, hope you guys are with me after all of that. So it's the same pattern that we talked about yesterday. It goes 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 8, 1. Oh, this was one of the tricky ones. This one doesn't have a pattern. Do you remember that? Bummer. That's okay. We can count by 3s easily. Alright, so back to step A. Circle the first unmarked number. So now it's 5. Cross off every multiple of that number. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Alright, back to A. Circle the first unmarked number. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70, 77, then what? 84, then 91, and then 98, which is crossed off. Alright, great job. Let's keep moving. Alright, now we're to 11. 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99. They're already crossed off. Does it tell us to do? Nope, because we have to complete it until it is either circled or crossed off. All right, 13, 26, 39, 52, 65, 78, 91. All right, so that's all we got for that one. All right, what about 17? This is one of the numbers we talked about yesterday. 17, the next number would be what? It should be 34. Is 34 checked? Yep, so 17 more would be 41, 51. 17 more would be 68, then 85, and then we're past the 100. So we got to circle that one. All right, let's try 23. 23, 46, 69, let's add 3 more, which would be 72, 82, 92. Nope. Oops, I never even circled it. Oops. All right, now let's do 29. All right, after 29 would be, ooh, that's a hard one. It's almost 30, so 30 doubled would be 60. Take away 2 would be 58. Nope, now we have to add 29. So 9 plus 58 would be 66, plus 20 would be 86. And then we're going to be past 100. All right, 31. 31, 62, and 62 plus 31 would be 93. Nothing. All right, 37. 37. The next one would be 72. And the next one would be over 100. We're not having very good luck. 41. All right, 41 doubles would be 82, and then past 100. 43. And only one would be 86 on our chart. 47. The only next one would be 94. That's X'd off already. And 53, the next one would be over 100. So all of the ones we have left, we have to circle because they are going to be over 100, which is not on our chart anymore. All right, it says for letter D, since we finished it, it says shade every crossed out number in orange. Well, like I said earlier, I don't have every single crayon that I need. So let me search here for a different color that I can color these in. Perfect, I found a green one. So it says shade every crossed out number in orange. So all the crossed out ones we have to color in. So go ahead and do that. All right, I got them all. Hopefully you guys did too. All right, let's go ahead and flip our paper over and read these questions. All right, it says to list the circled numbers. Uh-oh, so let's flip back between the two pages. So I'm going to let you guys pause this video really quick, and while you pause it, you guys can come up with your list and then check it with mine when you're done. All right, guys, do your numbers match mine? I hope they do. All right, it says, why weren't the circled numbers crossed off along the way? So let's look back. Why weren't those ones crossed off along the way? All right, hopefully you guys can come up with the same answer as me. They weren't multiples, right? They weren't multiples of any of the numbers. They weren't multiples of any number besides 1. All right, except for the number 1, what is similar about all the numbers that we crossed off? All right, why don't you guys pause and talk about that with a partner? And then we will talk about it all together. All right, hopefully you guys came up with the same answer as me, which the ones that were crossed off were all composite numbers. So the crossed off numbers were composite. On the flip side of that, letter D asks us, what is similar about all the numbers that we circled? Hopefully you guys figure that out along the way. And what's similar about them is that they're all prime numbers. All right, good job. Let's flip this over. And I'm going to have you guys work with a partner on this exit ticket, and then you guys will come together to go over it when you're all done. All right.